Alright, let's jump in a game. This is the final match of the round of 4. And spawning on the top left-hand side of the map is the red Protoss PesTo. And his opponent spawning on the bottom left-hand side of the map is the teal Zerg TopHatMan. So it looks like TopHatMan is saving up a bit of a bank here. He's going to try for an expansion. Just taking a look to see if there's any pylons anywhere. And he is going to go for that early expansion. Probe sent out in the wrong direction. So far, nothing coming out here from PesTo to try to scout out his opponents. Sound cut off for about a minute there. Nope. No, we got sound. TopHatMan's scout is gone in the wrong direction every single time. So he does know where his opponent is, but I don't think he's going to be able to get a scout off inside the base at all. Cybernetics score coming down here at the top of the ramp for PesTo. Gonna take a look at, he does have his gas. He is chrono boosting out a lot more probes. Looks like he may want to try to get to 2 gases. And he's banking quite a bit right now, but it could just be for stalkers. Don't think he has any current plan right now to get an expansion. Ooh, the drone does get inside the base, so he is able to see everything. He sees a gas, he sees a pylon, cyber core, and a non-used gateway at the moment. No blockage at the ramp there. This drone is going to be able to get in and see everything. Going to delay quite a bit of what PesTo wants to do. PesTo does end up using all that extra minerals for an expansion. Back at home for TopHatMan, he does have that expansion. It's fully up and running. 2 queens in production right now, and a single adept across the map. So this adept, it looks like he may try to go for a bit of an adept push. Second gateway goes down. Neither player is deciding on any sort of tech right now. We don't see speed coming out. There's no Zerglings out on the out on the map right now. See a single spine crawler going down there on the side of TopHatMan's main. Probe does get lost for PesTo. That is a bit unfortunate. He isn't going to be able to get a forward pylon down. He's going to have to send another probe out. Spine crawlers on both bases here for TopHatMan. He is afraid of some sort of an aggressive push coming out here. Shimmering coming out here from the spawning pool, so speed is on the way. Robo facility also coming down from PesTo. So both these guys are going to sit back. They're going to try to macro up a little bit, get their economies going to a little bit more of a respectable level. And they're both keeping up with each other with worker supply. They have, well, PesTo is continuing to make workers. TopHatMan is kind of plateaued. He's not making any more. He's bumping out 14 Zerglings and has speed on the way. This is interesting. This is quite a heavy mineral investment into an army this early in the game. He may be afraid of some sort of an aggression. We see that with his decision to put down so many spine crawlers at each one of his bases. It may just be part of his normal build order. But with these Zerglings moving out across the map, they are going to time perfectly. When the speed is finished, he will pretty much be at the front door of PesTo. PesTo himself is moving a few units out, and they're going to meet each other in the middle of the map. Ooh, he does get the surround on these Adepts. These Adepts will be able to chew through these Zerglings fairly well, not before he loses 3 Adepts. That is a huge loss. I don't know if he got that last one. He did and was able to get that last one. Yes, he did. Oh my god, that's amazing pickup there. This Immortal, though, is going to be able to clean up any sort of push-up in here. He does try to nibble away at this Nexus here, but he won't be able to take it out, I don't think. Not with this Immortal, and especially not without the Mothership Core. He's going to be able to push this attack back, but not before. TopHatMan did an excellent job taking out those Adepts. You know, they met each other on the middle of the map. Both players were trying to do an aggressive push. TopHatMan just pushed a little bit sooner than his opponent. Speed is fully complete now for TopHatMan. He isn't getting any upgrades, no evolution chamber from him. Is getting another, is working his way up to layer tech. Ooh, he is going to be able to get a surround on all these probes right here. Oh, all the probes go down here. Try to get a surround. Oh, he gets the... Yeah, he ends up getting the pylon, which is great. Tries to go back in. A little bit of a surround here on the depths. Tries to take him out. Ooh, he's going to maybe take down one of the Immortals there. No, he does not. He's going to be able to hold this. That was a big investment by TopHatMan, but he was able to kill 9 workers. That's incredible. That's a huge, huge, huge advantage for TopHatMan, especially considering TopHatMan has decided to not drone up. He's getting a few more drones now, transferring a few more onto the workers, but his econ game has not been up to par with PesTo. PesTo's doing an excellent job with this macro, but at the same time, TopHatMan is doing an excellent job with the harassment of the mineral lines. This is a pretty decent army supply right here. Good type of combinations. He's going to want to focus down that Immortal. Now, another Immortal is being pumped out right now. It's about to finish, and 2 more Adepts, as well as a Forge Tech coming out here. Research coming out here for adrenal glands, right? Adrenal glands? No, Galal reconstruction. So we are going to see movement. Oh, and Ravagers. Now, this is an excellent, excellent addition for this sort of unit composition. These Adepts, if they get decent enough hits with those Ravagers on these Adepts, are going to be able to chew through them very quickly. The Adepts want to be on the front of the army so the Zerglings cannot get through. Both players are going to send out a few more scouts again to take a look at each other. They're going to meet each other in the middle of the map. So TopHatMan is aware that there's something coming. He's going to want to get his Ravagers into position. There you go. He moves the... Ooh, he's going to lose all these Adepts right now. The heavy-hitting Ravagers cleans up all of them. The Shades may have got a little bit of vision, but he didn't get any idea of the tech or if he is even on lair right now. But seeing the Ravagers, he knows he's on lair. Ooh, Warp Prism here. We're going to maybe see an Adept push. Now, how many... He only has 3 warp gates, and I don't believe he's researched warp gate tech right now, so he's only picked these guys up. I'm not sure if he knows. Did he research warp gate tech? I did not see. Oh, there is an attack, though, going to push up in to the main base here. Mothership Core is probably going to drop down a Time Warp on this ramp, if anything. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, this Warp Prism is dropping off. This spine crawl, these 2 spine crawlers here are going to do a decent amount of job to keep this back. Ooh, they're just out of range. Excellent positioning here by PesTo with his Adepts. Ooh, he does move into the range of the spine crawler. He's going to focus down one of these fairly low. Yeah, it's all nearly dead. This other spine crawler and the Queen combination, I don't think that was a very good investment there by PesTo. This Warp Prism is here still. It's not being able to... No, just to double check something. No, he does not have warp gate tech still, so this warp prism's on the other side of the map and can't really warp in anything. It's only a dropship at the moment. Take a look at the army supply advantage here for TopHatMan. It's a big, big army supply, good unit composition, a high amount of DPS, especially considering the amount of Zerglings that are in this group. He is going to try to move up this ramp, is he? No, he's not. He's going to pull back a little bit. He's not sure what's going on in there. He may send 1 Zergling just to give it a little scout. Meanwhile, PesTo is not sure about what's happening outside his base. He's taking a look at the bottom of the ramp, making sure there's nothing out there. He does have an observer with him and the Warp Prism, but again, the Warp Prism is not going to be able to warp in anything unless he changes and research Warp Gate Tech. We're already hitting the 9-minute mark, and he has to research Warp Gate Tech. Okay, now the Zerglings are going to come up here. They're going to try to get the surround on top of these. Yeah, and really, really good. Oh, he's able to take out almost all the... Oh my god, a ton of damage being dealt here by the Zerg player on top of the Protoss. Insane amount. They're great amount of... He does overcharge one of the pylons, and he's able to take it out. He is going to try to take out a few of these Stalkers, and he's needs to focus down that Mothership Core. Now, that Mothership Core is enough to actually push this back. He takes out the rest of the probes. This is a huge amount of economic damage here for PesTo. TopHatMan is doing such an excellent job. Really ate through all those Immortals with that attack right there. Tries to focus down the Mothership Core and is going to move up this ramp. This one Immortal, though, is going to focus this down. A few more shots from these Ravagers. Oh, it does take out the Immortal. No more Immortals. Overcharge one of the pylons. Zerg's moving up into the base. TopHatMan wants to finish this game off right now. Getting on top of the supply. Oh, look at all those overcharged pylons. Nothing getting through here right now. TopHatMan is going to move around to the back of the base where they're out of range and deny any sort of mining right now. Ooh, he's going to get rid of that Warp Prism. Oh, it almost does, yeah. TopHatMan is worrying about this attack a lot. He's floating 2,000 minerals right now. He is not worrying about his macro game in one little bit. He's just worrying about the micro. He wants to get the kills off. He has lifted off into the Warp Prism to try to save some of these units. Now, all these Ravagers are going to go down. This is too much, but not before he's killed off so much economy. The Nexus is down. Half the army got absolutely killed off. 30 probes got killed on that attack. Really excellent job by TopHatMan. Now, he has worked his way up. He does have the Hydralisk Den, and he is starting to produce Hydralisk part of his army composition. I think that's a really great addition. Get that range going. The high damage from those Hydralisks, you know, they are really, really good about this against this sort of army. Now, PesTo is going to try to move out across the map. He's feeling a little behind. He's going to try to get on top of this, but he's going to meet an army they remaxed very quickly. 53 to 20 at the moment, and he's still sitting on 1,000 bank mineral. He's sitting on 2 bases. He does have a secret base on the bottom right-hand side of the map I just saw. He's going to move up in here. Now, all these Zerglings are going to get on top. He's going to try to focus down a few of those Hydralisks. It does not work. So Zerglings get on top of the army, and TopHatMan takes game 1. Good first game. Good first game. Okay, Orbital Shipyard is our next one. PesTo has been playing. He bought it at the end of November, so 2 months. He's been playing StarCraft 2 for 2 months. He did play Brood War though, so he is like he understands like what the game is, but he hasn't played any SC2 since Brood War. Okay, both players are ready. We're going to jump into our next match. So TopHatMan took game 1 on Larry Crest very convincingly. Now we're moving on to Orbital Shipyard. And Orbital Shipyard is a pocket natural. It's got big open areas. Nope. This is game 2 of the second match of the semifinals. Between, spawning on the bottom left-hand side of the map, is the blue Protoss, PesTo. And his opponent spawning on the top right-hand side of the map is the red Zerg, TopHatMan. So really good first game out of TopHatMan. He had a clear economic decision. He's doing the same thing, saving up 300 minerals, getting that really, really fast expansion. And he sent a very early scout here. Did the same thing in the first match. He is going to see the gas go down, not see an expansion, so he knows that he's going to try to tech up a little bit before he tries to expand. Now these one base plays are so difficult to actually push back. But if you are able, as a Zerg player, to get a decent amount of creep and correctly assess your opponent's tech choice, you can counter it fairly easily, as with all races, not just Zerg. So spawning pool is really late. We're seeing it at a 1 minute. No Zerglings are about to pop. He's only getting drones, getting that second hatchery. Back home, he has dropped the cybernetics score and is attempting to kill that drone off. This drone is got 1,000,000 rally points right now. Looks like he's going to survive and stay for a little while. PesTo is not building up any sort of bank right now to try to get an expansion. Oh. Oh, oh, boo. More spine crawlers coming out here for TopHatMan. Oh, I have to change the screen? Oh, sorry, man. Was it not on the screen the whole time? I'm a fucking idiot. There you go. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so spawning on the top right-hand side of the map is TopHatMan. And in the bottom left-hand side of the map is the blue Protoss PesTo. Alright, guys. Sorry I didn't switch the screen there. Pro-level stream right now, you know? Yeah, okay, now it is switched. Okay, I'm just double-checking. Yeah, so pretty standard opening here from TopHatMan. He got the expansion, saved up the first 300 minerals he had, got the expansion as quickly as possible. His opponent on the other side of the map opted to get a little bit of tech before he got that expansion, got the cybernetic score, and has fully walled off his base. Both players are floating about the same amount of workers right now, exactly the same amount of supply. We haven't seen a bit of a tech. Neither player have done a tech switch just yet. We're seeing the first robotics facility about to finish. That's pretty standard with normal ground forces. He has saved up enough to get an early immortal. I believe that's 200 minerals and 150 gas. So another queen pops out here. This is just for tumor placement. This is kind of standard to see out of Zerg players. You get the three... Ooh, what was that? You get the three queens. Two of them are injecting the entire time, and one is just spreading creep as well as defending the ramp. Now these queens are wide, you know, they do fill that ramp fairly well. Two of the queens would be able to fill this ramp perfectly and wall it off. Mothership core out for PesTo. He's going to be able to get vision on the map. Looks like he's just going to stay back, tech up a little bit, build his worker count up to something respectable. TopHatMan, though, does have a humongous worker supply compared to his opponent right now. But he's concentrating on building gas right now. Not seeing any sort of... Oh, he did finish the lair. The lair's in the back. Very sneaky. And he's dropping a spire in the back as well. Looks like he's going to try to tech to mutas as quickly as possible. That's the reason why he's saving so much gas supply right now. Again, no warp gate research coming out of the cybernetics core at the moment. So this warp prism is just simply transport. Look at that guy. Now this Zergling is going to be able to see, if he was looking at it, would have been able to see quite a bit. You know, he's seeing the Stalkers, seeing the Immortals, he's staying back in the base. I don't know if he saw the Warp Prism. That may have just been out of his range right there. But he is getting Zerglings. He feels like maybe there's an attack coming. He is getting he is getting a Roach Warren just as defense, but he is saving up a huge amount of gas right now, and quite a bit of larvas popping at the exact same time. 6 Mutalisks start, another 2 are in production, and he's out of gas. He needs to build up a little bit more gas supply. Really good creep spread out of TopHatMan. That's one thing that he does fairly efficiently, is he always wants that creep spread out. He's always getting them in positions where they need to be. This Observer, though, is going to get a really good peek inside. He does see the Mutalisk pop. Let's see how he reacts to it back home. He's not necessarily looking. He's seeing a few units pop out. He's not producing anything. He's moving some Stalkers into positions. He's got him in the right position right now, but this is enough mutas, though, to take out this many Stalkers. Does he have the Forge? Yes, he does have a Forge, and he is floating quite a bit of minerals. I would like to see him drop some form of a cannon, but he's not going to. He's just going to stick with what he has. First Stalker goes down. Second Stalker goes down. Third one goes down. Now that Mothership core is going to want to overcharge that pylon if they do try to poke back in here. But now that he knows the Mutalisks are on the map, he's going to want to place a few more pylons throughout his entire base. And have that Mothership core right in the center. Quick his route to every single one to overcharge them. On the back of this TopHatMan, feeling pretty confident, is going to get that third base expansion. The Spire's complete. He's not getting any sort of upgrade, though, for it. He's just building the Mutalisk right now. He's not getting any sort of Carapace upgrade. He's not getting any sort of attack upgrade. He's just focusing on his ground army right now. I think he's going to want to try to do a dual-pronged attack. Now, this is not cut off right now. He does not have that ramp cut off whatsoever. If these Zerglings are able to get in on top of this army and give it the surround, these Mutalisks are going to be able to make quick work of everything that's happening here. Let's see what he tries to do with his Overseer. No, he's not going to poke in. Blade coming out and +1 upgrades for PesTo. PesTo's doing a decent job with his upgrades, but TopHatMan's totally concentrating on his unit numbers. Ooh, he is going to pull back out there. No, the army was too close. That Warp Prism does pick up something yet again. He does finally have that Warp Gate research. Okay, the Mutalisks are going to fly into the back of the base here. Now, 2 cannons have been warped in. Are going to be able to push this away fairly well and give enough time to get rid of the probes and have this entire Stalker army. Now, he does have Blink. If he does blink forward to try to get some of these, no, he's not going to blink forward. He's not going to show that he has blink. He's not opting to get blink. And a run-by coming in here to the main base. TopHatMan is doing an excellent job. He's moves into all of his Zerglings. He's going to take out the cannons here, possibly for the Mutalisk harass later on, but he's not focusing down any of the probes. Looks like this Protest army is going to clean up this run-by very well. And as secondary attacks happening in the back of the base, these Mutalisks are doing a huge amount of harassment on the mineral line right now. These probes are going to die. He has lost 10 probes. It's quite a bit. Now, on the back of that, though, he has lost 5 Mutalisks. Now, that's a big, big gas investment right now. TopHatMan, you know, he's doing really good run-bys. He's doing it very efficiently with these Mutalisks and with the Zerglings. But in reality, what's happening is PesTo's able to remax his army. Now, he's seeing the army move out across the map. He's getting 19 roaches. He's got 19 roaches about to pop. That has maxed him out, though. So PesTo has a very small window here that he would be able to attack where his opponent would actually not be able to remax as quickly. But the Overlords or the Overseers or Overlords are going to pop. He is going to be able to get that extra little bit of supply. Now, this is creep up here. Again, he's doing such an excellent job with his creep spread right now. He's going to be able to get vision and see this army moving up the ramp. He's going to try to do a dual-pronged attack here. Now, there's a lot of Ravages are going to eat through a lot of this army right here. A few shots on these Immortals are going to do a really, really excellent job. See if the Immortal Shots come down. No, Immortal Shots do not come down. He's not focused on this right now. There is a secondary attack happening in the back of the Natural right now. A few shots do come down, pushes the army back. It's going to get rid of the Roaches on the ramp. These Ravages are going to push back, but not before the drop in the back of the base does a lot of damage. Looks like he's focusing down anything that he can back there. Once this attack is completed, we will switch to the back there. And it looks like he is focusing down. He is out of range of the Spinecrawler in the back. The attack in the front is going to retreat back, but these two Adepts and these two Stalkers are doing an excellent job. They are going to focus fire down this Spinecrawler. The drones are getting pulled off the line, are going to try to attack the units here. Now, the Adept does finish and is going to be able to start attacking at 2 different locations. These two Stalkers are finished, but not before a lot of damage was done. So 10 probes lost in the first attack with Mutalisks, and 13 drones got taken out there right there. Or 12, I think, actually. The one got lost in the scout, but 12 drones got taken out, so it was a really good response by PesTo time. TopHatMan has got a massive bank right now. He needs to just concentrate. He's getting more Mutalisks out on the map. It looks like he's just going to concentrate on getting a little bit of air superiority. But, you know, PesTo time is doing the correct response. He's getting a lot of Stalkers. That is the correct course of action for Mutalisk play. Now, if those Mutalisks do start getting upgrades, he's going to want to transition into Stargate tech. He's going to want to get a few more Phoenixes out on the map. He's going to want to be able to push them away. I'm not sure TopHatMan saw the drone transfer. He's not focused on that direction. So he's going to send out a little bit of a hit force here with these Mutalisks. Take a look if he can actually take out anything or see if he's got a good, decent scout off. Looks like he's going to run right into an army. He's not going to be able to poke in or not see anything that's happening. 2 Stargates do go down for for PesTo time. Sorry, Pro time. PesTo, my bad. And yeah, really good army supply right now for TopHatMan, but he's not utilizing it. It's just back home. It's pure defense. I think he's a little worried. He wants to build up his bank a little bit more with gas. Gas is always so crucial as being a Zerg player. But he is sitting back on 3 bases right now. He is not aware that his opponent has a 4th base. Chrono boosting out. We'll see if he decides to... No, he hasn't selected it yet. He's not transferring any sort of workers over at the moment. He's got a pretty good saturation on both of his bases. He's going to want to start producing a few more workers. I've said in previous matchups that... thanks chat, thanks chair. Oh, I lost my train of thought. As ever with Zerg, you always want to be 1 base up on your opponent. Now he's probably got that scout in, thinking, oh, his opponent doesn't have a 3rd base. He did have an overseer right here. Did see a drone transfer. I'm not sure he was looking at his mini map. He's not moving over in that direction, but if he did, he would be able to take out quite a big hit onto PesTo. But, you know, he's just sitting back. Maybe he's thinking, oh, okay, he only has 2 bases. I'm up on him. I'm not, you know. And if you actually look at his army supply right now, he's really pumping out an army. He's going to push in here. He is maxed out currently yet again. PesTo Time doing such an excellent job. Oh, looks like, is he going to try to move up here? No, there is an army at the bottom of the ramp, though. He's going to catch him out of position. A few Voiders are going to come in here, try to focus down a few of these Mutalisks. But this is such a large amount of DPS. Those Ravagers are really eating through the shields of this Protoss army. TopHatMan doing an excellent job with his unit composition. So many Ravagers. Calls it GG, and TopHatMan takes game 2. That's a camera. It's on me now, right? I'm not in game anymore. Lol. Wrecked. Alright, TopHatMan takes game 2. Central protocol. Sorry, guys. Yeah, thank you, King Buddha. Thank you, everybody. I'm an idiot. Alright, both players are ready. We're going to jump into game 3. So TopHatMan has a 2-game advantage over PesTo right now. And I promise I will switch the camera immediately, instead of you just staring at my eyes going, oh, blah, 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 blah. There we go. This is game 3 of the KSK Invitational semifinals. And it's between, spawning on the top left-hand side of the map is the blue Protoss, PesTo. And his opponent spawning on the bottom left-hand side of the map is the teal Zerg, TopHatMan. So in the first 2 games, TopHatMan has done a really excellent job out-macroing him. This is the exact same build he's done the first 3 games. Gotten that early expansion. And just, he's out macroed PesTo every single game so far. Got more workers. There's been a little bit of harassment, but has done a really excellent job building up his worker count and getting that advantage. Spawning pool goes down there at the front of the base for TopHatMan. And the probe did see it, so he knows the Zerglings may be on the way. And the drone, both players have found each other very quickly on this 4-player map. They did both pick the right direction at the start of the map. Ooh, is that probe going to go down? Ooh, no, no. Oh, no, it will, actually. Oh, no. This is like the battle of the century right here. Ooh, it's going to get trapped against this wall. Oh, no, it does turn at the last second. It's got it on a big old move command right now. So both players are doing pretty much what they always do. They're getting gas early for the Protoss player and a cybernetics score. He wants that early tech, finally getting an expansion. TopHatMan on the other side of the map is just droning up, getting a few queens for those larva injects, getting that second expansion up and running. He wants that economy advantage over his opponent. We're finally seeing the first army unit really starting to pop out here with the Adept. We did see 2 queens, sorry, those are the army supply for the Zerg player, but right now we have a Zealot and an Adept. Adept does fire off. He's going to be able to get that kill. We'll see if he sends him out across the map. Tries to get a bit of a scout. Doesn't look like he is. He's just going to wall off there, afraid of a Zergling run by or anything like that. Another spine crawler come out here for TopHatMan. He really invests fairly early into defense. It's not the worst idea, actually, when you think about it. You know, it's worked out fairly well for him. There's no run bys, and if he ever does need that extra little bit of defense, it's there. Meanwhile, PesTo's not getting a forge, so he's not going to be able to get any sort of cannons or anything like that. Ooh, Roach Warren's about halfway done there. It's going to complete in about 15 seconds. He is building up a bit of a bank with the minerals. He is getting speed for his Zerglings, but he hasn't started producing any Zerglings just yet. Overlord here is going to try to get a little bit of vision. Oh no, he's just going to stop. He's going to want to see if an army does move out. He wants to be prepared for it. Now this is a big opening here. I'm pretty sure that is that walled off? Oh, that could be walled off actually. I'm not sure. Well, that is the noise of the mothership core. Not much to say here, you know, both players are doing kind of what they did the first 2 games, you know, building up on gas. Looks like TopHatMan does have a plan of attack. He is getting lair, so he's moving up to that tier 2 for Zerg. Back at home, PesTo is chrono boosting out 2 Adepts as well as Warp Gate tech. A few more Overlords are going to move out onto the map. They want vision. Looks like this Adept is just going to move out and take the tower. No, there's no towers on this side. Sorry, the towers are in the middle, but he's going to move out. He's going to take a look at what's happening in his opponent's base. May just shade in there, take a quick little look around, see what's happening. He's going to see quite a few larva injects, and we see the same thing out of TopHatMan the first few games. 2 queens for larva injects, and a third one for creep tumors. Now he's going to see the roaches. He knows the roaches are there. He does not have a robotics facility just yet. He hasn't started producing one. A robo facility would be an excellent addition right now to get rid of this many roaches. Oh, he did actually finish the shade. He did get inside the base. He is aware of what's happening in there. Unfortunately, he is deciding to focus down the extractor. That's probably not the best thing for him. He may have just been on hold command to try to deny the gas from this extractor. A robo facility has finally started, but is very far away from completing, and as well building the first immortal out. Army supply advantage does go to PesTo right now. He is doing a decent job compared to last game with his macro. He's just building up his macro, building up his supply. That's really something we were talking about in an interview with him yesterday. He was talking about out-macroing his opponent. He wasn't really doing that the first few games. He was kind of stopping, plateauing, and just concentrating on his army. Looks like he's going to try to hunt down this... Nope. He's just going to... He may have been wanting to try to hunt down... No, he does not see it there, but it is there. The first Immortal has started, but it's really far away, considering that there are 9 roaches as well as... sorry, that may have just been 10 right there. Yeah, 10 roaches out on the field with no Immortals even on the field just yet. This Mothership Core is going to be crucial. There's only a single pylon out here right now. It's the only thing that can possibly be overcharged. There is this one back here, but the range is only going to be up to here. You're going to want to have that range all the way down to the bottom of the ramp for that overcharge. He is warping. One of his warp gates is probably with all of them actually into that warp gate tech. And he is morphing in a whole bunch of Ravagers. Looks like there is an attack coming. TopHatMan is finally hit that point. He's almost hitting that triple digits in supply. After this Roach does pop, will he go above? No, he doesn't go above. It's already there. But he is almost at that triple digits in supply. He's got a really, really good unit count. And TopHatMan's probably going to move out very soon. But PesTo's deciding he's going to move out himself. He wants to take a look at what's happening on the map. Possibly just contain the Zerg inside their base. If you can take out this Creep Tumor and this Queen right here, it would be a big win. He's going to hunt down a few Overlords on the map. He has supply blocked his opponent. Really good supply block there. He's not going to push up this ramp. He doesn't know what's going on inside. He does have the Mothership Core, and he is finally sending an observer out with his army. He's going to be able to see... Oh, but the 2 armies are going to be in the middle of the map here. Ravager shots do go off. He's not moving back. Ooh, a lot of the Stalkers take a lot of heavy hits, but he's focusing down the Ravagers. He's doing the right thing. He's identifying what the issue is. He's taking it out. He's taking out the Spine Crawler. Nope. He backs out. Those Ravager shots do push the Protoss back. Excuse me. Looks like both players are just going to work their way up again. I really like the unit composition from PesTo right now. He's just building up more Stalkers. He's building up more Immortals. Meanwhile, TopHatMan is deciding to go with Hydralisks. A bunch of Hydralisks are about to pop. It's probably the right option right now. He is way under supply. He is just hunting Overlords all throughout the map right now. He's doing a really excellent job. Is he going to try to get an expansion? Yeah, he does drop an expansion pretty far away from his opponent. It's probably the right direction to take, considering you're up against a Zerg. You do not want to be taking this base with this creep so close. Just a single lurker could easily get here and just place itself. So he is going in the right direction. A few more Ravagers are being morphed in here, and +1 upgrades has begun. What the heck is that? Muscular augments. Increase Hydra's movement speed. Okay. Interesting. So he's going for a high mobility army right now. I think that is just to get his units in position and allow the Ravagers to really deal the damage. He wants something up front to soak while the Hydralisks and the Ravagers deal the most amount of damage. He's denying creep right now. He's doing a very good job with that. Ooh, he's going to be able to take out another Overlord. And another creep, it looks like. Very good job here denying the creep. Ooh, he's going to meet his opponent at the bottom of the ramp here. A lot of these units at the top of the ramp are not able to fire. He's going to pull back. These Ravager shots are going off, but they are not connecting. He's slowly taking out everything in the front there. No more Ravager shots, so a few more Ravager shots go off. Looks like he's going to try to take out the Mothership Core goes down. That is a huge, huge loss for the Protoss player. These Ravager shots are going to go unabated. The Immortals are going to try to get on top of this army. It looks like he's going to be able to actually take him out. Good job at the Protoss player. It's going to make him retreat back up his ramp right now. This Queen is going to go down, and PesTo has contained TopHatMan inside his base and starving him out of resources. There is a third base that is already starting to produce, just like he has in the middle of the map, Oh, and there's another secret base to the top right. TopHatMan is getting a little bit of an insurance policy against this sort of play. It's not sure whether or not he's going to be able to survive. Maybe try to build up a small little army and do a counterattack. He is doing a drone transfer, or sorry, a probe transfer right now. He's going to be able to start mining off that third base. We are seeing a lurker den starting to morph in. And he's got 2 evolution chambers, so he's sticking with a ground-centric army. He's not seeing anything out of the Protoss player that makes him think that he's going to go air. We are seeing a Twilight Council come out, another robotics facility. So he's going for 2 robotics facilities as well as a robotics bay. Looks like he's going to concentrate on getting that heavy-hitting ground army. He wants that heavy shields of the Immortals. Immortals 2-shot Ravagers, Roaches, and pretty much 2-shot Ravagers as well. Health is 120 versus 145, so if they two-shot both of them. They do about 75 damage, I think, per shot. I don't know if I can actually see that. No, I can't actually see that. A lot of drones being transferred over, so this technically third base, is almost fully saturated. PesTo Time's done such an excellent job containing his opponent inside his base, but he's not aware of the other 2 bases that are on the map right now. Missile attack upgrade's about to finish. That's for the Hydralisk as well as the Roaches. Ooh, he has again denied TopHatMan, put him into another supply block. Lurkers are finally out on the field. We see 5 of them right here, have fully morphed in. Looks like he's just going to try to siege his opponent, keep him inside his own base. It's not a bad option, but there is an observer part of this army. These stalkers do not have blink just yet. Blink has not been researched. Both players are just kind of sitting back. They're building up their army a little bit more. They want more workers, especially with the amount. Oh, and he has found this other base. He has figured it out, has gone looking for it just on the off chance he would find it, and has found it. There's one drone, though, in the back that's going to be able to get himself out of there. Another attack, a Zergling run-by happening on PesTo's third base. It looks like he's going to lose a lot of these probes. A lot of stalkers and armies move off to intercept these Zerglings. They're going to be able to clean up most of them. And the Zerglings do run back, but not before PesTo is able to take out this hatchery. Really good pickup. This was his insurance policy. Now it's not even there anymore. Archon's part of this army, but these Lurkers range are going to keep him at bay for quite a bit. He's going to keep searching for another base. We'll see if these Ravagers, they do see that army. They're going to try to get on top of them. Ooh. The Colossi are doing a decent amount of damage. You love that AoE from him, but they're going to move right into the Stalkers, going to draw him right in, and all these spines are going to chew through the shields. Oh, the Protoss armor is so squishy now compared to before. The shields are completely gone. Roaches are going to try to get on top of him. He cannot move into him. Oh, he sees the Roaches. So the Roaches have been revealed. He knows the Roaches are there. Has to move out of there. He's going to lose a few more Stalkers in the retreat back. This drone has been left here, and he is floating quite a big mineral supply. He wouldn't be surprised if he just drops another hatchery as soon as he can. PesTo Time shields are being recharged fairly quickly, but his army is still fairly squishy. Now, these Colossi do not eat through Lurkers very well, so he's going to have to think about what he wants to do here, about how he wants to get on top. I don't think he still hasn't researched Blink. Blinking right on top of this army probably would be good. Oh, he's opting to get +2 missile attack. Ooh, good job there by PesTo. He's just going to move on top, eat up a little bit of the army, and come back. Oh, he's going to get all these Lurkers. Fully aware where the Lurkers are. He's going to focus fire them all down. Looks like this is going to be the final engagement of the game. He's really committing to all this. Those Colossi are just eating through everything here. The Ravagers are all gone. All that's left are Roaches. Roaches may be able to take out the rest of this army. And reinforcements are coming in from the south. We'll see if these Colossi and this is going to be enough for the Protoss. It does not look like enough. Defender's advantage and on creep. The Roaches look like they're going to be able to clean up the Protoss army. They're going to move right on top. Now at 42 army supply, the final Colossus is going to go down. And he retreats back. He's not going to push in. He's not feeling too confident. 60, 74 army supply to 13. He's going to wait for his larva to hatch, and then he's probably going to try to move out and try to finish this game. Another base goes down here from TopHatMan. TopHatMan is really, really good at the macro game. He's concentrating on the macro game. That's the one thing that he wants to do. He wants to get the economy advantage over his opponent. Thank you, Alulium, for hosting. Now, if you just look at the army supply right now, let's take a look at the econ. It's about the same. They're both sitting on 3 bases right now. He is going to see a drone transfer right now. It's going to be a little suspicious about where they're going. The entire army is going to move in here to try to defend against these drones, probably try to take off these stalkers, but this is a big movement here from TopHatMan. This may be overextending his position just a little bit. Again, these stalkers do not have blink. This is a one-way trip for these guys. They're not going to be able to blink out or blink down and try to escape out. He finally finds that 5th base. Now, if he focus fires this down, he may be able to take out this hatchery. And it looks like he is. The army is going to move up and try to do a counterattack on the 3rd. The mothership core is not there. He's not aware that it is there. He's not moving it into position to overcharge any of these pylons. It looks like this Zerg army is going to move in, start sieging this position, and start taking it out very slowly. And it looks like he will, too. Drones have moved in right on top of a secret base of PesTo's. This base is lost right now, and you're seeing a humongous army supply advantage for TopHatMan. TopHatMan is doing an excellent job right now. 121 army supply to 13. This base is going to go down, and he's aware of where the other base is. He's canceled it. He's going to move off. He's going to try to find another position where he can build. He is still, though, stuck on 2 bases. Now, the main base is completely mined out, and including the gases. He's really, really behind right now. He's got his opponent, the Zerg player, is just completely in front of everything where he wants to be. Oh, that Archon was doing a large amount of damage. This Immortal here is going to do also a large amount of damage. Looks like he's going to try to take out the econ and try to even up this game. If he's able to take out this base, both players are not sitting pretty. He needs to focus fire down this base. TopHatMan does have enough to rebuild this base compared to his opponent. No, he's going to focus down the drones, and this army is going to lose. It's going to die. And PesTo calls GG. TopHatMan takes game 3 and moves on to the grand finals.